Hello everybody, I will use this mason jar for my craft today. I will measure this. This is 12 by 7 inches. And I bought this from Dollar Tree. So next thing I'm going to do is I will just set it aside, and I have this burlap cloth. Prior to this video, I already have measured it and cut it. It measures about 16 for the width, and for the length it is 19 inches. So it's 16 inches by 19 inches. So I put it aside, and then you can see this time I am wrapping this burlap cloth with a cling wrap, so I can use this again for my next craft. So for this craft, everybody, I only use one mason jar, and even if I'm going to make a lot of this craft, I will only be using only one mason jar. So I have this plastic bag from a grocery store. I just cut it and then lay it on the table, and I'm going to just apply the Mod Podge onto the burlap cloth, and I'm going to find actually the middle part of these, and I will shape it, follow the shape of the mason jar. As shown on the video, everybody, I'm using a plastic gloves, of course, because it's really very sticky. And I'm using matte Mod Podge. So I will elevate this. I will just raise this up, and I'm using another container there, and just for this to stand. And I'm just, doing that, fold some parts of it just to follow the shape of the mason jar. So until such time that it's not really totally wet, and I do the same thing again. And then if I really have this dried outside because it's really very hot, I did not use any heat tool. So once it's dry, I will just remove the mason jar, open the mason jar inside, and have the lid left there. But actually, I don't have to use the lid. If you're going to make a craft like this, you can use a cardboard, shape it into, the same size of the mason jar lid, and that's what you're gonna use here. So once this is dry, I just painted this with the Waverly plaster. So like I said, if you want to make this kind of craft, it's all up to you what kind of paint you use. I'm just, I just have this Waverly plaster here. And the reason why I'm using this paint, it is because I am going to put something there. I'm gonna decoupage it with a napkin, and you can see this napkin. I got this from very good site. I bought this, so I will be using about 3 pieces of this. And to remove the excess napkin, I just use a water pen to do that, so it will be easy for me to tear the sides. And you can also just cut it using pair of scissors. If you don't have any water pen, you can use any small brush, dip it in water, and then dab it onto the areas you want to remove. And then once the paint is dry, I will apply Mod Podge onto it, that part there, because I'm going to decoupage it. I'm gonna put the napkin there, and it really looks so pretty, everybody. And that's what I really would want to see. The burlap cloth, it's been like folded, and so I just tap it with my fingers, and then I'm going to lightly brush this using a fan brush, lightly brush with the Mod Podge, so it's going to seal the napkin. And then I'm going to dry it. So I just put back the mason jar on the inside so that it will be easier for me to put the napkin there. So I do the same process, so like I said, I use about 3 napkins with a rose design there to make this vase. So I do the same process, use the fan brush, lightly brush it with the Mod Podge to seal the napkin. And last one, as you can see, I'm just tapping it with my fingers so that, you know, the napkin will be properly glued onto the burlap cloth. So I do the same thing also here. Put the napkin. And it really looks so nice. So for this craft, everybody, I will be using only one mason jar, but I'm not gonna put it there. Like I said, I remove it just to make the vase. So if you're gonna make this kind of craft, you can make 10 or more vases just using one mason jar. And don't use the lead. Just don't glue the lead on the bottom. Just use a cardboard. So I have this floral foam. I will just arrange it on the inside. So I will have something to stick on to my all the arrangements that I'm gonna have. So I will just wrap this with the burlap. Oh, I'm sorry, jute twine. Wrap this around onto this. Then once I am happy with how it turned out, I'm going to just cut the jute twine and then glue part of it onto the burlap cloth. So I will just bend this a little bit, you know, and if you can see, it really is very nice. I just glued some of it. You can see that so that it will stick together. This is a very nice project, everybody. If you have like a celebration, even for weddings, you can use this. You know, you don't have to buy a lot of mason jars. Only one piece, you can make a lot of these vase with different size and shapes. You can use a mason jar that is small, big, or bigger than this. And then I just, you know, painted the inside with the Waverly plaster as well. I put the floral foam on the inside and then dry it. And once dry, I will start now to decorate it, put some artificial flowers. You can put any artificial flowers of your choice, everybody. You can put sunflowers. If your design, if your napkin is sunflower, you can put artificial sunflowers there. So I just match the artificial flowers that I put there with the napkin that I also put on the burlap cloth. So if you like this craft, everybody, you like to see more of my craft ideas, please go to my main page and please click like and please give me a follow. And you can see it's really very pretty, everybody. A very nice vase, a very nice flower vase. You can make a lot of these just by using one mason jar. You can choose any napkin of your choice. So that's the finished craft, everybody. It's such a lovely craft. I just put the bow there. I put a lace bow. And if you like to know how I coffee stained it, please drop me a message in the comment section and I'll send to you the grunge mix. So I did not distress this. It really looks so distressed, but I love it. So that's the finished craft, everybody. I hope you love watching this craft, this video, and you love this craft. Till next time.